Juice.
We're live.
What
Welcome back to Mousiki Radio. I'm your host, Little Boy AJ, and my co-hosts are
Kush got
The
said.
Godfather and our guest host, Kush God Saps. He back. You already know him. He did the last interview on episode 3. Today we got him back as the guest host.
today's topic that we're talking about is when you finally make it, what will our lives be like or your life? Had to say that for the viewers so they won't get confused.
I would have to say it'll be in a more secluded type space, but I'm gonna have the bag with me. I'm gonna have money with me, maybe a couple girls with me. I'm gonna enjoy life. I'm not trying to stay in the spotlight right with the paparazzi all 24/7, 365. I'm trying to be enjoy. I'm still trying to live life and enjoy just the small, simple things like Netflix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of drama. Because old people who was trying to use me gonna come back. They gonna come back. He's like, you got money? Ooh, we coming back.
Yeah, you already know. You already know.
Mm-hmm.
When I finally make it, I'm gonna have foreign cars, motherfucking 50,000 in my belt bag, and I know a lot of girls that I dated back in the past is gonna be all on my dick again.
Bad. Bad.
So D, is there
So
anything you want to add on to that
I
about
do.
me
So
or Kush?
I do. So, all right, let's go back to the topic for anybody who decides to come in later. All right, when you finally make it, what will your life be like? Now, this comes from not just with music, right? Yes, we're music, we're all artists, but we have other stuff that we are trying to accomplish outside of music. There's other stuff inside into music entertainment that we might be trying to accomplish. So it's like when you finally make it, however, whatever you're trying to do, that is declared making it for you, what's your life gonna be like? So I guess I'll start it off, AJ. Okay, so we're gonna turn this into we could turn it into a debate, but I guess before we turn it into a debate, I guess like I said, we already kind of discussed, but I'll add on to it, and then we can go from there. So I know for me, right, when I said that people are gonna come back, we had you already know a little bit, AJ. We had a situation where it'll be people that'll email
Mainly,
you.
mainly old heads.
Yeah, no, I ain't even gonna say old heads because we could be declared older. But let's say dudes. There's other artists in the game who they see you popping, they want to feature from you, or what they want you to teach them what you know, and you're like, fine, I'm okay with teaching you what I know, but then that's the only time they hit you up, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna teach you, but then as soon as I show you, you're gone. I don't hear from you ever again. And I was like, okay, you just wanted my information. You're not saying I appreciate you for teaching me. You're just like, I got the information. Now I'm gonna go about my business and do this, this, and this. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I had the habit of trying to put people on. And you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, if I'm starting this business, hey yo, start this business with me. We can both learn, make some money. I'm gonna bring you in the game with me, both succeed. And then they turn around after they start to AJ knows they'll start to get some of the information and then they leave. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like 6 months. I'm leaving. Why are you leaving? We just started. I could do this on my own, blah blah blah, so much better. And then they go off to do it, but they don't become as successful as they did when they was on the team. So little boy AJ know they always try to come back too. They always try to come back because they know
or,
this is where it was.
or they get the information, or if you do a feature with them, they'll backstab you in the back. like Kano, no Mortal Kombat. If you got that reference.
Yeah,
Damn, okay, it's like that. Damn, y'all got some shit. You got some leeches to me.
shit. We had females who were like, I'm not ashamed about it. I don't think a little bit AJ ashamed about it. But when we got blackmailed by a female, she was claiming to be a manager, right? And she was using artist music to try to establish a sort of friendship, and then turn sexual because she was
Fuck that
doing
girl.
OnlyFans or whatever, and then she was doing to multiple other artists, and then I'm not even gonna go at it. I'm just saying, it's just we know people in our history. I just know people in our history that are gonna try to come back. That that is just gonna come back.
Yeah,
That's all I
can't let
can
them
say.
come back. Can't let them.
No,
Mm-mm. They day one no go. No go.
yeah, he's trying to use you for your money to come back.
Shit, I feel that. That's some bullshit.
Now I do got to add one thing, and then I'm stop talking. So I seen on a post last night, right, that it was like, the post was when it's a test, a loyalty test for men when they become successful, and then it's a loyalty test for women when they become when the man is no longer successful, and that kind of goes to what when you finally make it, what your life be like. You know what I'm saying? What happens to most of the men who become successful? A lot of them cheat, do whatever they're gonna do because they're like the spotlight is on them, and they get all these females want to come. Oh my god, you got money! Oh my god, I want you now. I need you doing this now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's all I got. That's all. That's my ad for now.
I hear that. I hear that all the way. That's what I'm saying. They always got them trying to come back, try to come back at that wrong time, or come back when you up now. That's too many
Mm-hmm.
times. Too many times. But
Because we
yeah,
gonna just stand and look at each other. Okay, so Sabs, come on, Kush. I know you got something. What you got to add? What you before we try to get into where we can use it as a debate? What you got to add?
gotta make sure that the family's straight. I almost forgot to add that. Gotta make sure the loved ones, fam, cousins, everybody good. Gotta make sure they're straight. If they're not straight and I'm up riches, then I got a lot of more money to spend. That's all I gotta say. I gotta
Right.
make sure fam is straight. I forgot to add that. My bad.
Yeah, I think we forget that. I think we forget, like, dang, I made it. Let me support my family, make us wealthy.
Let me add on to that. If your family not supporting you at what you're doing, they ain't getting shit from me. I ain't gonna
I
support
agree.
them. If they didn't support me, I'm not gonna support them. But I won't do what Soldier Boy did to his mama. That's another story.
I don't
But
even know.
he did.
Let's just cut it short. Same thing about the Young Chop situation. When all these people got famous, Soldier Boy and Young Chop, they left their families behind. Didn't care where they was at. Soldier Boy's mama is still in the hood, while this nigga Soldier Boy probably got like how many mentions he got again? 4, 5,
Let's just say he
6.
a multi-millionaire. He got money.
So yeah, his mom didn't support him. So he said, fuck it, I'm gonna get famous and I'm not gonna support her. But I'm gonna take it as far as that. I'll probably give my mama probably a good 500K when I make it.
Okay, so let's go off for that. What is making it to you though? How much money would you consider you made it?
Let me let me ask you a question. You talking about music or as far as business?
Let's go with business because you getting a $10 million contract or record deal. I won't count that as made it because you got to pay that back. So let's say you made money you made in your account. You check your account right now and you like, whoo, so many zeros in there. What would it
So
look like for it to be like you made it?
so you talking about a business that I built from the ground up with no help?
Anything could be music, anything. Not when you first signed the contract. I'm talking about You've been doing it for a minute.
Yeah.
You check your account, and it's money that you have yourself, and you looking at it like you made all of this money in it.
I say probably about 20 million.
Okay.
Because once
okay.
you have 80 million, then you're really up there. Like 20 million, no, 5 million up to 10 million, you're wealthy. But anything over that is you're really, really up there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people's gonna hate when I say this, but the only businessman that I know that went bankrupt, got his money back, is Donald Trump.
No, he ain't the only one.
And for you and people that's watching this, no, I don't support Donald Trump as a president because he's full of bullshit. But I do support him as a businessman because he knows what he's talking about as in business.
Meta.
Again, I do not support Donald Trump one bit for the people that's watching.
You know he ain't the only one, right? 50 Cent got his money back. He went bankrupt. He got his money back. That same
But think about it. He's an artist.
He's more than an artist.
He's a Hall of Famer. That's where most of his money came from, though.
I know regular people that went bankrupt and came back.
Then he got sponsored. Wait, did 50 Cent make vitamin water, or he just was sponsoring them?
He invested in vitamin water when it first started. He owns the majority. I read the latest book. He owns a majority share over.
Wait, so he never made vitamin water?
No, he was he owns the most shares in vitamin water. So that in turn, he was also he had a sponsorship deal, right? He was getting endorsements from them. Then he actually invested into them.
Well, you learn. What's I about to say? I'm too high for this shit. What I'm trying to say is, you learn something new every day. Like when I was growing up, when I used to see Run DMC in his Adidas outfits, I thought Run DMC really made Adidas.
I mean, that's what happens when you get those endorsements.
People think you made
You become the spokesman. Yeah.
So like
ain't nothing without you.
So like far as musical artists, to be honest, I thought Juice WRLD made a whole new genre. And I was like, okay, this ain't new because people been doing this way before him.
Right. But what does that got to do when you finally make it?
Easy. When you make it.
He too high for this.
I'm not the only one high in here or drunk.
I ain't high. I'm high off of life right now.
You said Juice WRLD.
Okay, Kush, he too high. And your name Kush too. So I know you probably high right now too.
Yeah, but I know what question we on. I would have to say, I'd have to say 2 million if I got to jump in on the question real quick. I'd have to say at least 1 million to 2 million, because then that lets you know like anything is possible at that moment. Not saying that like I can't walk on air or anything, walk on water. I'm just saying like after you hit that 1 million, 2 million mark, you should be able to do like whatever you're willed to do. That's what I'm saying. So that's where I feel like after that K mark, after you've gotten the set, after you got 200,000, 300,000, 500,000, and you finally made it to that 1 million mark where it's like, I did it. That's what I would say. 1 million to 2 million is where I say I did it. But you're saying how much money would it be to make it? That's like to feel like you made it, just to feel. Yeah. I wouldn't say I stopped there. Everybody, I wouldn't stop there. Got to keep running racks up. But at the end of the day, yeah, that's what I feel. I feel 1 million or like 999K. Like either one of them two, I feel like you're like, yeah.
I'd be like, what the hell? I ain't got this dollar. That would piss me off. Like, wait, I got 999 million. All I need is a dollar and I'm a millionaire. What the hell?
That's what I'm saying.
I would be mad. I'm gonna back off to what you said. I think once you make that first million, that's when you feel like I'm a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? But then, like I said, it's so easy to lose that million because then you got taxes, and then your million goes from $1 million to like 500,000, and I'd be pissed off. That would piss me the hell off. You do your taxes and you went from a millionaire to a thousandaire. And then, like I said, when I think I finally made it is if I had 50 million in my account. If I had 50 million in there from doing other businesses next to music, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I made it. I'm worth 50 million. It don't matter what I do now. I can sit and not do nothing, and I'm good. But then, like you said, 50 million don't stop there. Once I make 500 million, then I'm like, all right, I'm
But
done.
listen,
I'm done. I made 500 million. I'm done. We're good for
but
generations.
listen, if you don't manage your money right, that money in your bank account can go quicker than they know snap.
50 million. How 50 million gonna go quick? Well,
Let's see.
A good
yeah,
house,
yeah.
a good car, good house,
And I
good
already know what
car. Is what I'm
Godfather. I already
saying.
know what Godfather's going to say. Oh, it depends on what type of car you get.
Right in the
D
house.
D D just told me the other day if he get 20 million in his account, he'll still ride in a 2001 car.
Hell yeah! Look, I just looked up. I looked up houses. Right? Where you're in Kentucky? So from pretty much Chicago down, right? Where you want to call the South or the East Coast? I looked up $1 million houses. You would think you're gonna get a big house. No, in certain states they mansions. A million, just not $2 million houses. A $1 million house is a mansion. So in like Atlanta and Detroit, you get like a 5-6 bedroom house with like full baths, a pool, a movie theater, and it's only 8,000 square feet, sitting on like three acres, and it's only $1 million. Million. You know what I'm saying?
But did you
I
look
don't
at
need
the
a $10 million mansion.
did
A
you
one
look at
million
the
dollar mansion.
did you look at the mortgage prices though?
I
Because
mean, if
that's
I
where they
got
get you at.
cash,
That's where they
yeah,
get you at.
yeah, but see, no, because if I got the money, if it's $1 million and I got 10 million in my bank, I own that house. Only thing I'm paying is property taxes. I'm good, good.
And if you get a mansion, you will have if you have a pool, you will have to pay to clean it, somebody to clean it, and you gotta pay somebody to cut your grass. And you said 3 acres. I'll be damned if I had to go out there myself and cut that.
Yo, speaking of that, right? Speaking of the house, you seen the Ace Family on YouTube?
Yeah.
So you know when you make it, cause like them, they was buying every video they got gets over like what, like 100. They get millions of views. Every video is like millions of views. But they bought a house that was worth 22 million. So they were like, we made it. House worth 22 million or 24 million. Guess how much they make a year
How
off of
much?
YouTube? 22 million. So their net worth yearly was their
Question.
house price.
Question. How long have they been doing YouTube for?
They've been doing YouTube for what was it, like 4 or 5 years? But the house, they couldn't pay for the house. So that's what I'm saying. It gets you think you made it, but then like you said, the money go away quick. Think about it. They make 22 million a year. Your house costs 22 million. Like you just paid your whole check.
Yeah.
Did you make a whole year and put it to your house? They still was making payments on their house to the bank. So then they had to foreclose the home. It went from 22 million to 9 million. You telling me you make 22 million and then your house is worth 22 million and you couldn't pay for it, and now it's talking about they're gonna sell it for 9 million?
Are they our age?
I think so. I think the Ace family is in their 20s. They're in their 20s, right? Yeah, they're in their 20s.
But listen, I know I'm gonna get backlash off of this too, but this is just my opinion. And I read facts about it. The richest YouTuber, the richest black YouTuber is Pretty Boy Fredo.
Yeah, I seen the video where you bought the whole store. That's when you know you made it. When you could buy a whole Foot Locker, like every shoe in the Foot Locker, and then you sell the shoes for $1.
And I think the richest white YouTuber has to be that person named PewDiePie or whatever. How you say his name? It's between PewDiePie and Mr. Beast.
Is he some dude that wears makeup?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Yo, there's a lot of dudes that wear makeup on YouTube.
Oh, so we know what you do on your free time, D.
Whatever, leave me alone. We're getting off the topic. Okay. So what type of? Okay, so when it comes to when you finally make it,
Yeah.
who do you know is gonna probably try to come back into your life? Do you think you're gonna have an ex? Like for those who are in a relationship, I think am I the only married one? I'm the only one married one, right?
I'm
Okay,
saying,
so for
I'll go last.
okay, so do you think your ex is gonna try to come back?
for sure.
Would you take it back?
No. No.
Why? What?
I'm good. Chris got on
You
the new.
made you
Chris
made
got to
it. You
go
won't
for the
take it
new
back?
new. No. She wasn't worth. She wasn't worth the time when I was down. Why would you? Why would I let her come back? That's a no. She definitely would. Definitely have an
What if she
old.
changed?
No, you don't change. No, you don't change.
Okay,
You don't change.
what about you, little boy AJ? Your ex always calling you a broke. Oh, you broke. You just want to be rapper. You broke. You
Yeah.
finally make it. Now you got money. You rich. You want to take it back? For RIP if his girlfriend is watching this because he's dead after this. But
The way that I think of it as, if I give her a chance and come back, all I'm gonna hear is, AJ, I want these new Jordans. I want a Gucci purse. Oh, let's go to Louis. Let's go to Prada. I want designer shit. Soon as I say no, oh, you a broke bitch. The only reason why you made it is because you made sad songs about me. You a bitch ass nigga. You still broke. I made your career. So no, she won't get a chance from me. I
So
don't
this
care.
is a no.
I don't care if I have millions in my bank account and if I see her homeless on the street, I will politely in my Lambo stop next to her and be like, yeah, bitch, I'm shining. And it's about to, oh, can you buy me some food? Can you please help me? As soon as the light turn green, skirt off on that bitch.
if you ever made it, would you like say her house is up for foreclosure and you're like, oh, the bank is has it? Would you purchase her house? Like not purchase it for her, but you bought the house. Now you're like, bitch, now you paying me rent. I expect my rent on the beginning of the month on time. The only one time you late, you out.
Oh yeah, I will buy her house and making it to a whole house.
He said a whole house.
I'll be
Oh
fucking
Lord.
bitches in her room, her mama room. I wouldn't give
You
a
know
fuck.
we on Facebook, right? You trying to get us? We're gonna get taken down. We on Facebook.
We
You're
gonna
gonna
get
get us
taken
taken
down.
down.
They can't.
This is only video 4. You really hate your ex.
Yeah. The only way we can get the only way we can get taken down if we say any p words. Y'all know what that is.
Well, you just said you just
I
said
didn't.
F word.
I didn't say the p word though.
You said the F word.
Yeah, Facebook. We don't care about that. The
If
only
there's
word
kids
that they
watching this,
the the only
parents
thing that they care
advisory.
about is anything sexual, and we didn't say
You just
anything.
said the F word. What do you think that was? This thing is high. He is too high. So what would you purchase? I think the first thing I would purchase if I got anything,
D.
yeah.
You didn't go for that last question.
When it came about exes, no, I don't think I'm married, so I don't think any of my exes would come back. I think the most problem that
Say that
I
real
don't think
quick.
they would come back because I'm married. But I think the one issue that I would have is my value would increase because now I got more money, I can do more things.
Yeah.
But then I also think that I can't say it because she's near me, she might slap me. I might get looked at more though. Like she gonna watch me more. She gonna make sure like nigga, what you doing? Who you texting? Where you going? Just because you got money, I know niggas be out there fucking bitches. What you doing? I'm gonna
You
come
just said
home
the
and every
same
time
thing
I
I
try to.
did.
God dang it! I didn't say F word. I didn't say the F word.
So
I
what was
think
the
I got
next
a
question?
problem now. I think I got a problem now. Wait till I'm rich. Then I'm definitely gonna have a problem. You ain't getting rid of my money.
What was the other question you said? You was about to say, what was the first thing we what?
Okay, so what? Okay, so when you finally make it, what's the first thing in life you gonna purchase? When you finally do make it, what's the first thing you gonna purchase?
Real estate.
Yeah, a lot of artists don't do that when they get that 10, 15, 20, $30 million check. You know what I'm saying? When a rapper gets that $30 million check, that event, he don't ever purchase. They don't get a house. I think Blueface did. Blueface got $1 million house, but most people don't buy a house. They spend it on other stuff.
Exactly. Change.
Yeah. We say this until we get the money. And like they said, money changes. You know what I'm saying? We say it now until we look and we go like, I got $30 million in my bank account.
I'm not even
I'm
gonna
about to
cap.
go.
If I had that much money, I would buy a Lambo, Ferrari, and a mansion, and invest the other money.
You gonna buy a big ass mansion?
The mansion that you just was talking about.
Oh, you talking about the $1 million mansions? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You'll lose half that money right there. That Lambo Ferrari gonna
Well,
depreciate fast as
oh yeah,
hell.
that Ferrari. I might get me a Rolls
Depreciation.
Royce. I
A
will get
Rolls
a
Royce
Rolls
car. A
Royce,
Rolls Royce costs more than a Ferrari.
but they look classy.
But
It's
it's
like
still gonna depreciate either way. So you're still gonna lose. So you're gonna lose all that you got. You're gonna lose a quarter of that every day, every time you drive that
that's
off
gonna be
the
the
lot.
only car that I buy though. Is the Rolls Royce only because you look like a boss in the back of it. It's like the modern day limo. You know how people used to show up in the limos and they walk out. Now they're showing up in Rolls Royce.
Or I'll buy Maserati.
I would get a Lambo, like an older Lambo, not a newer Lambo, but like an older Lambo, like early 2000s Lambo,
You
green
see
and
that
black.
Lambo truck? You see the Lambo boat they got? I'm trying to get with
Yeah.
him. That Lambo boat was crazy.
I'm black, and I don't like water, but like you said, I might get a boat just to have a boat.
At that point, with that money, man, you ain't touching that water. Oh man.
And I think like when I finally make it, I'm gonna have connections. They're gonna have to kill me like Tupac, because I'm gonna be into so much stuff when I finally get this money. If when I finally ever get this money, if they give me, they say don't give black people money. But you seen that thing when it says white people money? If I ever get white people money, it's gonna be over. They're gonna
What
have
do
to
you
kill me
mean?
like
Wait, wait, wait,
Tupac.
wait. Wait, what do you mean white people money?
If I get money like white people, it's over. I'm not talking about no 30 million. I'm talking about 100 million, 200, 500 million. It is over. That's white people money. It's over. Give me $1 billion. It is over. I'm gonna be in the real estate. I'm gonna be owning tech companies. I'm gonna be owning fashion, fashion designer companies. I'm gonna be into so much stuff, movies, so much stuff.
Question.
They're gonna have to kill me.
Question. What would y'all do with y'all friends when y'all get that much money?
If they down to earth, I told my friends, and I have select friends. It's like two. It's like two or three of my closest friends, and I've known them since I was a military brat. So I moved everywhere, but I still talk to them today. You know, my homegirl Kaya, she does, she bakes, and she can bake weed stuff too. So I said, you know what? I got you. When I get rich, I'm investing into your business. You gonna make it. I got my homegirl Melissa. I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna move you. I got you and your husband, you and your family. We're gonna get y'all back to the lower 4 acre there in Alaska. I'll get you a house, and I'm gonna let you do whatever you gonna do.
Alaska has
Um,
houses
yes, nigga. Why does everybody think Alaska has? Alaska is just like Michigan.
because it's
It's
cold as
cold.
shit there.
It's just cold as shit there. They got McDonald's, Burger King, Popeyes. It's just cold.
Well, what I'm about to say is, when I make it like that, all my friends getting cut off. Only friends that I have in my pockets is dead presidents.
You say that, but
What the hell?
Because once I make it, I don't want to hear my friends. Because some of your friends, they'll act like your friend, and then they'll be like, "Oh, since you made it, can I have a little bit of money?" And once you be nice enough and give them some of that money, they'll blow through it and come back to you and just use you for your money.
That is true. I agree with you there.
So like say
I
like if you
do
put
agree with you there.
say like if you put your friend on that had the bake shop, right? What if she
Mm-hmm.
said, okay, you buy some how much you need. She'll be like some about 100K. You give it at 100K and you will never hear from her again.
No, no, because see, I've known her since high school,
Mhm.
freshman year high school. Remember, I'm 28, so that means I've known her since I was 14, 15. I've known her for about a decade, a little more than a decade. And I'm saying, if she down to earth when I'm broke, you know what I'm saying? She'd want to give you her shirt off your back, her shirt off her back. So if I got money and I get here's 100K, and and see the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna invest into her company. I'm not just like here's 100K. I'm like here's 100K, but I want a percentage in your company,
So
so I'm
basically,
gonna make some money.
what you're saying is you gonna play Shark Tank with her.
Yeah, I'm investing into her company. I'm investing into her business. So she gonna have a business, but I'm still gonna own a percentage of the business. I'm gonna make some money off of it. Yeah, we're friends, but this is still a business.
I see what Godfather's saying. He's saying it's like that old tale. You could teach a man, you could give a man a fish, but he'll come back every day. Or you could teach a man how to fish, and he'll fish for himself. So that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it'll still be cool. Godfather's saying.
If we all eating, you know what I'm saying? If everybody on your team is eating, ain't nobody got no reason to ask. If everybody on your team is a millionaire, why do they need to ask you for money if everybody on your team is worth 2, 3, 4, 5 million? Yeah, you might be worth 30 million, but if everybody on your team is worth 2, 3 million, they ain't got nothing to ask you for.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now, what about you, Chris? 'Cause we ain't heard from you yet.
Shit. So I'm saying, man, I still be. I mean, it like I said, I'm with you on that one. It just depends on who you are and what you doing with me, or what our relationship has personally been. Because when I meet a person for the first time, I try to do a more personal accusation, not personal accusation, wrong word, but like a more personal, more intimate type conversation. You feel me? Like what you tell me is something
Hmm.
I'm not gonna take to anybody unless you want me to take it to. So it just depends on how our relationship is, how what you've done to me, and how we've been in the past. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people gonna be like, well, why'd you do that for him? You ain't do that for me. Well, like he's been there a lot more, supported me a lot more. When I drop these music links, who's gonna be there? That's what I'm saying. That's at the end of the day. That's all I'm saying. It depends on what you did for me and were you actually there or not. If you weren't there, I ain't gonna see too much of me. But if you were there, you damn near might be with me. It depends on that one. That's what I gotta say for that.
Right. And I'm gonna go off of that. When you post the music link, okay, let's go off of it when it comes to the support. When you post, I graduated from college. Oh my God, dude, congratulations! It's something everybody does. And not everybody does, but most people do. When you post, I started a business, you only will get like two likes, a couple of comments. Right? When you post a music link, it's like I'm not listening to this. Why not? Well, because you're not famous. But my song is actually better than the person who is famous, and you'll listen to theirs, but you won't listen to my. You didn't even try it out. You could just stream it for 30 seconds. That 30 seconds, I still get paid for that 30 seconds. You didn't even got no song. You listen to 30 seconds of my song is gonna give me a check. All I ask is you to support. I ain't saying you gotta listen to every song. I ain't saying you gotta click like whatever. I'm just saying, the real people who you got friends that'll they listen to it like 2 times and they know a whole hook off of your song. Even if that's all you listen to is the hook. The fact that you can recite a hook for me, you know what I'm saying? You can recite the whole hook. Okay, if I ever does make it in music or whatever I do, you want to come to the concert? Free tickets. You ain't even got to worry about it. I got you, bro. Free. You coming? Free. You don't want to support me now while I'm small, but you'll want to support me when I'm big. I know him. I know them. You're on CNN. You're on BET. You could be the famous. We're doing a podcast right now. What if we became the number one podcast, right? On social media. Oh my God, I know them. They did the podcast. I know them from when they first started, just doing the podcast at their house. Now they're going into a studio to do the podcast. I know them. Hey, can I be there? Can I do an interview? You know what I'm saying? We make it, and now artists are inboxing us that we know, but now we're more successful. Hey, can I get an interview? Because they know if we do an interview and play their music on the show, boom. You know what I'm saying? We are popping. Then their career takes off. Somebody look. It's like you said, if the people who start with day one, when we finally do become successful, whatever we gonna do, that's the people the people we gonna have that back. You supported me when I was just doing when I was nothing and I was starting. And you know I got you. You can get the text. Oh wait, your child's birthday. You know what I'm saying? Say you're in your 30s, your late 30s, and where you are a big artist now. You know what I'm saying? Let's go because we're all artists. You're a big artist now, and your homeboy calls you up. He was reciting and sharing your links, and he says, "Bro, my 10-year-old son, he." You know what I'm saying? Let's say at the time, 6-year-old son. My 6-year-old son, he likes your music. He digs your music, bro. Can you please come to his school and either do a show or just talk? You know what I'm saying? Can you please? And you're like, bro, you supported me. I'll do that for you. I will do that for you. I will come to your kid's school or wherever and present myself. No charge, just because you supported me from the bottom.
Okay. I see what you're saying there. I had a weird experience with that person because I'm still dropping music. So if I got a story, I got like a 5-second story. If you don't want to hear it real quick.
Oh, go ahead. We got time. Let's see. I got 35% on my phone, on my thing. We got time.
So I was actually at work one day. I was with my homie. I was telling him I just Bando Waves 2 it just dropped. If you haven't seen that, check it out on all platforms. But anyways, that had just dropped, and we were talking about. I asked him. I was like, hey, which song did you like? Have you played it? Have you heard anything? He was talking to me. He was like, yeah, he likes one of the songs called Bando Nation. But he had played it for his girlfriend at the time or whatever. I don't think they're still together or anything. And he said his girlfriend said my voice was annoying. So that's what I'm saying. Even though that it's just like the small things, that small little bit of support, it helped because you got to think about that from the transition from here to now. Like if you go to my album now, Star Mode on all platforms. But anyways, as you can go from here to there now, you can see the translation. Like I actually sat down and broke down and tried to figure out how to sing, how to make the tones better, how to attach it and get everything right. That's why I like even the small little bit of support. Like even if it's like, hey, I don't like this or this part was weird. It helps. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel I'm gonna have a real deep connection with people. Like when that day when I do make it or when I do go ahead and get that big money hit or however it goes. I'm just saying it's gonna be different. It's gonna be dependent on how did you support me? How did you go from there? Because I trust me. I see it. I try to see it as much as I can. I'm trying to give views everywhere. It's hard to see everyone, but if I see you
Right.
supporting or I see, hey, you said you liked it more than a few times, I'm gonna try to connect with you as much as I
Right.
can. Because man, it's the art. It's my heart getting put like in your ears. That's why it's like, how do you feel? What do you gotta say? Nothing is like it's awful, but like the support, even a like or it was good or I heard it. It always helps. Makes me better to sleep at night. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel you. Look at little boy AJ over there, like he like passed out. Are you good? You about to pass out?
You good?
Are you just so high that you like? Oh my god!
This is what you call vodka. This ain't no regular water.
This one, come on. We never mix
Got that
alcohol with
Joe's.
business. Come on. How you mix alcohol with business? Your girl got you that mad. We ain't even gonna talk about that. Wait. His ex girlfriend did this to him. He was so mad when he was talking about his ex girlfriend. He had to get some tequila out. Fuck that bitch.
He said,
Wait, what do you mean mix business with alcohol?
You drinking and high, and we doing business.
I thought y'all was talking about a fucking.
He too lit. He don't even know what the hell going on.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I heard one of y'all say something about a pet monkey.
What the fuck? Nobody said anything about monkey. Okay, little boy AJ.
we gotta keep this going, Godfather. He go monkey. What the hell?
Are you gonna help your day ones? If you ever do get this, do you ever get make it? You gonna help your day ones?
No, because the only one they want. Fuck. Damn. I messed up that sentence. Okay.
He too late.
So one of my day ones, well, I actually had three. One of them switched up on me because me and his girlfriend at the time, me and her did what she did. So he cut me off,
You a
which
hoe.
I ain't gonna lie, I know I heated, but his girlfriend was bad, so she was on me, so I had to do my thing.
Oh, he was a hoe.
The second friend, second day one, he cut me off because me and him got into a fight in high school, beat his ass. So he cut me off because he didn't want to look like a little bitch. The one that I really called a day one, let's just say he's, if y'all understand that.
Yep. R.I.P.
Yeah, I did.
Like I said to you before, D, I live in a hating ass state. If they see you doing better, then they'll just kill you off like they did him.
Mm.
And the only reason why they did that is because he had a nice car. I believe it wasn't a Charger. It was the other one that got the same name, made by Dodge. The one that looked like an old school race car.
Yeah.
What is that car? Challenger? Yeah, it was that.
Yeah,
They
something
stole
like that.
his Challenger, so he ain't want to give it up. So they just shot him like five times through the window.
Okay. I was gonna say something, but I knew you were so high that I totally forgot about what the hell I was gonna say. Because you so fucked up, you distracted my brain from trying to figure out something of importance that I was talking about. Let me try to remember. I know Kush was talking about, your day ones. Okay, now I remember. Okay, so I used to get mad. Well, you said the criticism. So I used to get mad for people making fun of the music that I was making. I was like, y'all not supporting me. Y'all laughing, and you know what I'm saying. And it made me feel some type of way. Like they start laughing at a line that you put, and it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying. Y'all listen to stuff that sounds worse. I know you know what I'm saying. It's like a song ain't good. You thought it was good, but at the time or that moment, you was still progressing as an artist. So people was laughing, making fun of you. Yeah, you trying to be a rapper. Yeah, you do this. Yeah, you trying to rap. And they'll say a line like, it's trash, it's trash, it's trash. But then I started to realize it, and this is a part when like you're starting to catch people's eye. When people are making fun of the song, but they start singing a line from the song. And you're like, you just fake hating. You listening. You pretending like you don't like what I'm saying. Even if you don't, what I was saying is in your head. You remember. You remember. And every time you try to show it to somebody else to make fun of me, I'm getting another play. Now you got another person listening who might not like it, but I'm getting paid. I'm getting another play. And I mean, it's the same thing we did to the Island Boys. Look at them. Bad females they got. We don't like what they said, but everybody singing, I'm an island boy. And everyone, I'm an island boy. We making them famous. And you're like, okay, sometimes bad criticism, any attention is sometimes, like they said, good attention. Bad press is still good press. Somebody paying attention. You might not like my song. You might not like what I'm doing, but you're going to pay attention to what I'm doing.
A lot of people say my voice is annoying.
Until they try to copy it.
Yes.
The same thing.
And sometimes people be like oh, AJ, all you rap about is the same thing. We don't want to hear about you sipping lean, popping pills, and crying over a female all the time. But then this was coming from one of my friends. But then he was in the studio, right? Tell me why he made a song that sounds just like what I rap about.
Because I got your attention.
Basically, maybe 30% of my state that know who I am is trying to do what I do. But they still hate me for some reason.
Yeah, you don't like it because I'm doing it. Because you know me. And I realize it too. See, when you know you made it is when people outside of you that you don't know, they watching you and they supporting you. You know what I'm saying? When you got 10,000 people from a whole nother country supporting you for something that you're doing, and I ain't just talking about music, but like, you know, let's say, okay, as artists, when we got 10,000 people in China, Jamaica, even India, places where they listen to hip hop, but are they really messing with us? Probably not. But then they reciting your word. You go perform there, and all of a sudden, every single one of them is buying your merch. They're singing your songs. You're like, when I'm in the States with people I know, y'all act like I ain't nothing.
Question: did you just say if people listen to us in China, they'll recite every word that we say? How can they recite every word that we say? No disrespect to people in China. How can they understand what we say if that's not their first language?
Well, English is a second language in almost a lot of countries. The first language they learn after they learn their basic language, the language in their native language, they learn English. And people learn English by listening to hip hop music. That's the thing. Hip hop is influential. People in other countries learn English by listening to hip hop. So they might not speak English, but like when you try to listen to a Spanish song, you might try to recite exactly the words in the Spanish song, and you don't even know what they're saying. So they might not understand the song, but they reciting it based off because they heard it so many times. They memorize it. Trust me, they know. They know. Look at it now. You look at your stats now. You got more stats overseas sometimes that constantly play your songs than you do in the States. That's when you really know you made it. That's like, you understand, when I finally realized that I made it is when people outside of the US or people outside I know support me.
Even an Asian rapper tried to work with me back in 2017. I believe his name was Kid Trunks. I didn't know who he was.
I know who you're talking about.
Who is he? Like, I still don't know who he is.
I think he became a big rapper in the States. He was still underground, but he was starting to become a big rapper in the States. He was more overseas than he was in the States, and he was probably trying to make his name in the States.
The only Kid Trunks that I know was with X all the time. He was a part of Members Only.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking, bro.
Yeah, might be that. Maybe him. But just like you said, I was working with a lot of Nigerian artists, a lot of artists from Africa. I was working with a lot of them for a moment. That was my biggest fan base, was Nigeria. Maybe because it's the name, but the biggest fan base that I had, that I heard that people in Africa will listen to us. They play our music over there on the radio. If you do Facebook ads and you promote it over there, they click, they comment, they listen.
Did you spend money for that though?
I didn't have to spend a lot, and I was getting more comments. Like I said, I didn't pay for comments. I'm just talking about you doing normal ads. You put it, let me do Africa, let me do this country, let me do US, let me do my city. And then you're like, okay, people in my city are looking. But then people from Africa just commented. They liked and commented. Liked and commented. And you're like, okay. I got plays right now. I'll get one play from Shazam. And I'll be like, what the hell? In Moscow, I don't know nobody from Moscow. I ain't met one person I know personally from Moscow. But for some reason, a person in Moscow just streamed every month. They streaming a new song.
I thought. I'm sorry, I can't say without laughing.
He's so lit.
I thought Shazam. When they scan the song to see the lyrics.
Only if you post the lyrics.
Wait, so Shazam is a streaming platform?
No, you can find the song. It's a finder. So let's say like Mariah Carey's playing or something, and you're like, hey, I don't remember that song or something. You Shazam it, and it pops up. So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I was about to get into. It could be that one person could have you popping. So it's understandable how, like he said, one guy was in Nigeria that like popped, that found him and was like, hey, I like this guy. That's what I'm saying. It'd be funny like that. or the same thing with the how he was saying in Moscow. That one person, he could have been just running through, or he could have been playing a playlist and then be like, yo, what was that? And then went to Shazam it. I mean, he probably said, "What was that?" So he said, "Okay, okay."
Like I
But
said, I
yeah,
just know when you finally make it, you're gonna get you're gonna get love, but you're gonna get a lot of fake love, and you will see who your friends are. You will see who is really there for you.
100%, 100%.
Would y'all make friends with anybody in the industry though?
I'll be friends with Soldier Boy just because I know he probably funny as hell. But
So you want
we'll
to
go
be
see
friends
them
with
break up.
Soldier Boy, and if you do one little thing, and if he get an interview, he gonna start screaming at you.
Drake, Drake. Yeah, but that's clout. You don't think it is? You didn't even ask for the clout, but he just put you back on.
The only wait. Speaking of that, I do not. Most of the world do not like Soldier Boy, but the
You
only
say
reason
that
why
they undercover like Soldier Boy.
I like him is because he know how to stay relevant.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
To
100%.
be honest, She Make It Clap was a hit just off the hook. Have y'all heard the verse before?
Yeah,
I
that
did
verse
not like
sucks.
that song.
It
The
sucks.
verse, the verse is complete ass. Like I
Yeah.
think he wrote the hook, but I think he didn't write the verse.
He probably freestyled the verse. She make a cut. Man, I'm trying my hands in the back. Yeah. He probably freestyled the. He probably wrote the hook and then freestyled the verses and like,
That's what you say about
you know,
me. You
we'll
said
get
I'm
into
the
that. In.
Quavo. You said I'm the Quavo of the label because my hooks be good, but my verses is ass.
Damn.
I sound mean now.
You was
I
like
sound mean.
that one song that we did. You were like some. Oh yeah, I hope AJ go in on the verse. Soon as you heard the verse, you were disappointed, but you liked the hook though. You were like some damn this hook go in. Soon as you heard the verse, you was when you were listening to the hook, you was smiling and stuff. Soon as you heard the verse, your face is turned depressed.
Yeah, because if you're gonna have a hard ass beat with a hard hook, you gotta go in, and it's your song. You gotta go in on the verse. You know how you look back, you're like, you're like getting money, yeah, and you know it, and then you start, and then you do the verse, and the verse suck, and you're like,
Yeah,
what?
you really did that when one of our artists sent us a song, said he'll put a verse on it, but he really didn't. He just used us for the two verses,
I
and
was
that pissed you
mad.
off.
I was
And then
mad,
once you finally heard the verse, you was like, "Why the fuck did he send this to me?"
and that's when I know I made it too. When a verse, I have a list, right? They say write a list of everything that you want in life, right? So I got on my list that I got 50 things that I want in life. And the 50 things I want in life, I said, one, I want to do a song with T-Pain. That's my idol. I want to do a song with T-Pain. Then I said, I want to do a verse or get a verse from Nicki Minaj. Once I know I got Nicki Minaj on a song of mine, or Nicki Minaj is listening to one of my songs and she likes it, I made it. 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 I got exactly what I wanted, and I made it. I don't even need nothing else. I can't hit no more, but I still made it. I still made it. It can still sit on my face, but I made it.
What?
I don't
I
know,
said I made
man.
it.
If I had to answer that question, you said who would you friend in the industry? I don't know, man. I like Metro Boom. That's the thing, though, man. I don't want to be friends with none of these rappers and nothing. I want to get the work done. Let's keep it moving. I got my homies. I got my blood. Got Chachi Smoke, Not Friendly
Mm-hmm.
EP that's out right now. Got my boy YD. He got the single Get It All. Check that out. But he got a single on the album. My bad, on Big Mood. That's what I'm saying. It's just and don't forget my guy Kanashi. But that's all I'm saying. It's just like I would want to work with like Metro Boomin, like Trippy Red, because he's from Ohio, and anybody from Ohio got to give you love. That's just a me thing.
I was
But
just
at
about
the
to
end of
say
the day, I don't. I'm like Drake on this shit, man. No friends in the
that.
industry. My brothers is my brothers. That's Bando. It's Bando. I don't want to talk to these other rappers, man. It would be cool to meet them, like tell you,
Right.
hey, I listen to your music, I enjoy it, but I'm not. I'm not really trying to hang out with you every day. I'll hang out with you once or twice, and we can smoke or something. But at the end of the day, I got the you're not if you're not day one, you're not with me. That's how if I had to answer that question, that was a different one. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you think it's gonna be weird? Because I know it for these new artists who like these are their idols. These are the people they listen to in their car. And you gotta remember the rapper, anybody in the music industry, when they listen to another artist, they're still people. They still like music. But think about it when you're listening. Let's say right now, say you Megan Thee Stallion's on the radio. You're like, I like her new song, right? You like her new song. You're like, I'm playing this in my car. I like it. Or Key Glock. Key Glock just dropped a new album, and you listen to Key Glock on your playlist, and you just sit. But the next thing you know him. His number's in your phone. You was just smoking with Key Glock yesterday. I think that's when I know I made it. You know what I'm saying? When a person that I used to just listen to, I know them now. You got their phone number. I feel like it's gonna be weird. If you say it does happen, right? It's gonna be the weirdest feeling that ever. Tell somebody you just normally just listen to, and you'll read you read their tweets. Now that you just met them, you just smoked a blunt with them. You can call them right now. They say, hey yo, what's going on? You want to fly to Blase Blase? You want to go to this party and you want to go chill? And they're like, yeah. Do you feel like it's gonna be weird as hell?
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah, kinda. It depends. It depends on who they are. It depends on who they are. I'll answer it that way. Cause I mean, like, if you're saying like in the phone, I don't feel like I would make it if it was like in the phone thing. Cause I've been on Twitter before and I try to catch artists and like ask them questions or try to get promotion in that way. I end up talking to Money Man that way. We were just talking about just random shit. I
Oh,
asked him,
really?
yeah, I asked him, I tweeted him, and I was like, hey, how come you're not as big as like I would expect you to be? Because not like on no hating stuff or nothing. I was just like, yo, like I said, I remember the tweet word for word was like, how come you're not more famous? And he actually called me back because I didn't catch it for like a day or two. I didn't think he would answer. He called me back and he was like, dude, I'm not. He's like, I'm not worried about the fame. He's like, I'm worried about having money, keeping money, and making sure I'm rich for life. That's what I'm saying. That's where it's like
Mm-mm.
some like it would be cool if I did have like let's say like 21 Savage or something. Yeah, it would be cool to have his number, but at the end of the day, like how many times am I gonna call him? That's the
Yeah,
question.
they still
You know what I'm
normal
saying?
people, regardless of their status. They still normal people.
But like I said, I got Bando, man. That's they Chachi, YD, Kanashi, Problematic, Ill Money Beats. They're all family to me, and they're all certain ways. Either by blood for blood, or just family. Like
Mm-hmm.
you've been rocking with me for more than over years. Where it's like I trust you, I got you. It's like I rock with them like family. So it's like I don't think anybody else will be able to grab that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like industry wise. That's where it's like
Yeah,
I don't think that connection will happen. But yeah, I have connections like yeah, Dirk. Let's go spend 100. Let's go spend 100 on Eliante. Let's go get Jude up real quick. But it's not gonna be an everyday thing. It'll be like maybe once or
nah.
twice. That's where I'm feeling. If I had to say anything but that one.
Do you expect to lose when you finally make it? Do you expect to lose in whatever you do? I'm not just saying music. This is for people who watching this. That's not music. If you're the biggest blogger, you want to be a blogger, journalist, whatever you're trying to do, be a the news anchor. You finally become successful, whatever success is to you. My ear itching like must. Do you expect to lose family and friends?
Yeah, no, not really, because it's like for so if we're a side of music, I like to do all types of different things. I'm trying to get into day trading more, and like with day trading, like
Mm-hmm.
honestly, you if you hit the right contract and it has enough growth on it, because a lot of the contracts do get growth. By the end of the day, I could be killing it. I could be living this life we're talking about, trying to figure out which Lambo or if I'm getting a Maserati or something like that. That's what I'm saying. So I don't expect to lose family. I would just expect to grow with them. Would have to be my answer for that one.
I can understand. I just don't agree. I feel like I'm gonna lose a. Damn, we've been talking for an hour. This is the first episode was over an hour. We're gonna have to go soon
Woo!
because I know
KTS.
Facebook does what they do after a certain time. But like I said, I agree to a point. I just know I'm gonna lose family, and I ain't talking about like distant cousins. I'm talking about like close family, like cousin, uncle, I barely talk. If I barely talk to you now, I know you're gonna try to come more once the money does come. Yeah. What is wrong with you, little boy AJ? You're high.
Right.
What about you? You expect to lose family or
Me?
friends?
Yeah.
Not because you cut them off, but because they're gonna be fake or they're gonna want this and this.
Yes. For that reason. Because once I make it, I gotta hear people in my family saying, "Oh, I need 100,000." I give it to them. Then they'll probably do some stupid shit with it, and then come back to me like some, "Oh, I need 500,000." I'll be like, "I just gave you 100,000. What did you spend it on?" So yeah, that right there, yes, I'll get cut off. Like, as soon as they hear the word no, they'll be like, some, "Well, fuck you then. You ain't my blood. You ain't my family."
Right.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that one. I definitely agree with that one. The moment you don't fit into somebody's agenda, you ain't nothing to them.
Or if you can't reach the needs to fill up their pockets.
Mm-hmm. Ain't
So like,
nothing.
say like, if I'm over here giving my family 500,000 three times each, what they don't know is I'm losing money by making their pockets bigger.
Yeah, and that's why I said earlier the way I would do it is you gonna start a business and I'm investing to whatever you're doing. So I have some percentage or ownership or whatever you're doing. Take the biggest drug dealer in my family, if I had one. Probably got with this one. But say you had the biggest drug dealer in your family. All right, yo, I got you. Now I'm not going to invest to make you buy more weed. But you know what we going to do is legal in this state. So how about we take you from whatever you doing, because I ain't no snitch. So whatever you doing, if you doing something, let's do it the legal way now. Here's 100,000. You got all the licenses. You got the dispensary. Do what you was doing illegally, legal. Now you making money. You at home, and you know what? I'm gonna get a check too. We're gonna grow together, not just grow distant. So
That's what I'm on.
right. Well, this was a good episode. I know there's like we've had more people actually watch our lives than they do. I think the last episode we only got 6 views. People we've had like 3. We've went up to 5 and then it's gone down. There's still a person watching. So if anybody is watching before we do what we got to do. If you have a question, you know what I'm saying, you can post the question on the comments and you know, we'll answer that question if anybody does have a question. Wait like 30 seconds. Let's see, somebody got a question. Type in, they got a question. I mean, if nobody has a question, then you know,
Where do you see the questions at? Where the
can't
comments?
post comments to some destinations. I don't know if anybody does. I mean, there's one person. I know because they're supposed to be able to comment, but I mean, if they can't comment, then you
You
know, we'll just
disabled it.
I don't know how.
You disabled it. Damn.
Oh, somebody did make a comment. I just looked on Facebook. It says, "I. How do you continue to progress in music?" Real. Okay, so for the person who just do that, because I had to go to my Facebook because I couldn't see that. So, Leo, if you still here, how do you continue to progress and how do you continue to progress in music? Okay, so the way to continue to progress in music, at least for me, I know that you can making the music is the easiest part about doing music. You know what I'm saying? After you do the music, the hard part is you have to promote. That promotion is what puts that music out for others to see. But like the more you do music, the more you listen to the criticism, the more you try to find your sound, your voice. That's when you're gonna progress. You know what I'm saying? When you have one style and you're like, all right, I kind of like this style, but then you finally find your flow, and now everybody likes and catches onto that flow. That's when you know you have started to progress. When you went from every time you post a song to only having, we went to having 0 listens, and then you having 2 listens on every song, just because it was a small listen. But every song you got now, every time you put out a new track, People are asking when you put in a new track, and somebody's listening to it. You've started to progress. You know what I'm saying? You started to progress. It might not be the biggest progression that you want. You know what I'm saying? It might not be the biggest, upgrade or whatever you want to call it that you want. But the fact that you have started some type of success. You know what I'm saying? You're still doing it by being. How am I trying to say it? Progressing takes time, but any type of in progression, any type of improvement, you are progressing. If you went from auto tuning every song to you, like Kush says, learning to actually sing, and now you can actually sing in your songs instead of just doing straight auto tune, and people are fucking with it, you have improved. You have started progressing.
Question. When you said 2 viewers, why did you scream it?
I don't know. Look, you just drunk, okay? Let me be excited about the 2 viewers that was viewing. I think that's all I got for that one. Y'all got anything when it comes to that? How do you know that you improved it?
I'd have to say, tell Leo, hopefully he's still watching or not. I'd have to go ahead and tell him that what first find your sound and how will you progress would be like spread your sound out. Make sure you're getting like you're saying, make sure the views are coming up and everything. Make sure everything's staying consistent. Make sure you're reaching out to people, not just sitting behind the computer. Make sure you're actually getting that 1-on-1 physical conversation, like contact. My bad, physical hand. Well, it's COVID, so forget what I said there. But anyway, just make sure you're getting the reach out. Just make sure you're progressing as an artist as you're pushing your sound, because you got to remember that's your product, that's your baby, that's your number one. It's like your child. So make sure you get it out, you get it spread out, get it pulled. As I try to do myself as an artist, I just try to get the reach out, keep pushing, progressing wise, to try to make sure my streams are getting bigger or growing, or making sure people are hearing about it and talking about it more, things like that. That's what I have to give on that answer. My man Leo.
Okay, cool. Well, since we're running out of time and my thing's about to die soon, we got a new video from Kush. Just brand new from there. Let's gonna play that real quick and then we'll be out of here.
Brand new. Let's go. Trying to slide off the new album Star Mode. Let's go.
We can't hear anything.
Shit.
You can't hear anything?
Nope.
Your headphones is in.
Oh, I'm happy you said something. I'm happy you said something. I thought it was supposed to be quiet. I was like, "Quit
Let me try it again."
The
entire screen window. Oh, window. Okay. Can you hear that?
No. Can you hear it in your headphones?
Yes.
Yes, it's your headphones. Them Bluetooth headphones. So only you can hear it.
You couldn't hear that?
No.
See, this is why we're trying to still learn how to do this. Share screen. Shop. Okay, yes, you see the little thing. It's supposed to be able to see it. Entire screen, though. Okay, you can't hear it? You can't hear nothing? Like a double?
No. Try disconnecting your headphones.
Unmute. Okay. Oh, I was on mute? Okay.
I'm still right now. No, why you do
do that shit.
So strong, that's why niggas stay high. I don't wanna talk, pass the blood left and right. I don't wanna be with you, nigga, I'll slide. Me and my band, when we ready to ride. Cause so strong, that's why niggas stay high. I don't wanna talk, pass the blood left and right.
Shout out my man Dez on the cameras. For sure.
Me and my band, we ready to ride. I done put my life all on the pack, so if you don't pass that, I ain't giving it back. Got a lot of damn songs, yeah, I'm bringing it back. So try me, yeah, you might get smacked. Whoa. I'm in my zone with the bando bitch.
With the bando bitch.
Talking to me, you crazy with it. I take my shot like a Rambo. So best believe I get the skull. These pussy niggas talking shit like they don't know. I'd rather go get the money, I'm on one. So tell these pussy niggas ain't on none. To back the fuck up and watch me go to the top. So strong, that's why niggas stay high. I don't wanna talk, pass the blood left and right. I don't wanna be with you, nigga, I'll slide. Me and my band, though, and we ready to ride. Cause so strong, that's why niggas stay high. I don't wanna talk, pass
No cap, it was so cold that night.
I don't wanna be with you, nigga, I'll slide. Me and my band, though, we ready to ride.
What y'all thinking?
Hell yeah. That's that shit right there.
I go hard.
That shit
Bad.
is- I fuck with that the long way.
Bad. New album out now, Star Mode. Already know. Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having me on again. I
Progressing
appreciate
as
it.
an artist is you're pushing your.
Hey, no problem. Yo, thank you for coming on to the show. It was nice having you back. You know what I'm saying? We want to been an interview to you've been, you know, a guest host. You know, if you ever want to come again, you just hit us up. You know, if any, like I said, any artist, not even just an artist, anybody doing anything dealing with music entertainment. We might even have people who do any stuff outside of music entertainment, but it still has an influence in music. So if you're like, you want to be a blogger, a vlogger, a journalist, whatever, you can hit us up and you can do an interview on here because what you're doing still impacts hip hop, still impacts music. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Kush, thank you for joining again.
Thank you guys. Good seeing you, Lil AJ. Good seeing you, Godfather. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Star Mode out now, baby. All platforms. Let's go. Those.
I got a world announcement right now that it hasn't been put out, but I'm gonna put it back out. Something that I'm coming back out with new music. I know I'm taking a break for a minute. The last song, Bands Up, that I dropped, didn't do as good as I thought it was gonna do for reasons based on the labels that we were signed to. But I'm working on a new EP that's going to drop in March or February. A new EP, haven't started a date, but it's going to be called, RIP, Rest in Peace to the old me, you know what I'm saying? Because now, about to change, it's going to be a new me. So, like I said, those who watching, before my computer dies, new EP on the way. Rest in peace.
Hopefully Kush God is on it. There you go.
Definitely.
Hype. I want to tune in. But thank you guys a lot. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Bando.
Peace.
Peace.